first down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. With a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to Harry comes flying in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So the halftime show and the Super Bowl time show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead, try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent. Maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going deep here for Parker. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Allen from the gun on third down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second and very short, Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Mahomes now to throw. His throw incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. And again, it's Mahomes. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick there on the coverage. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Perry coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Damian Wilson in on the stop. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas to kick it away. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. William Jackson with a pen. Interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Devontae Parker there to make the grab. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Rosas now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
After review of the play,
this challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play.
The coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support brother better. You will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the the shoes, chase W's, what I do. Lace up the shoes, chase W's, now what I do. Lace up the shoes, chase W's, yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up.
I'm going to put it to you simply. I want you to be our starting quarterback. And I'm talking from day one. If you work hard, you focus, and you commit, you're not only going to graduate here with a 4-year degree, we're going to win a national championship together.
I want to thank everyone for showing up today. It's because of all you...
Look, guys, I just want to thank my teammates, especially my O-line. Without that...
I want to take a moment to thank all the coaches who helped me along the way. It's because of them.
Hey, don't forget to thank your mom. Never forget to thank your mom. Mind telling me where you're going to be signing?
Actually, it's why I'm hiding it here.
Well, I know you'll make the right choice. And if you need any advice, I'm always here.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah, anytime. Actually, I've been meaning to run into you. Hello? Hello?
Who's it gonna be?
Okay.
Big decision, no pressure.
Team's starting quarterback out. They're turning to a kid who's never taken a snap in college. Not one.
Look, their game plan isn't complicated. Drop back, scan the field, and throw it to Isaiah Street. That's what got them to the college football playoff, and that's what's going to keep them in this game.
Drop back, scan, and throw. We're not sure the new kid can do any of these things. Don't you think that's a little harsh, Nate? 4 years ago, he was a 5-star recruit. They had high hopes for this dude.
Doesn't that say something right there? What happened to that trust?
Coach, you want to see me?
Come in. I want you to be the first to know that Marcus Washington decommitted last night. And he's coming here.
What? That doesn't make any sense. You said I was going to be the starter.
He's the #1 recruit in the country, son. And there's no guarantees in college football. I'm sorry.
I'm not going anywhere. Bring him in. I'll win the job. You'll see.
If you're the coach, how do you let 5-star talent waste away on the bench for this long?
No. Better question is, if you're a young 5-star recruit, why do you stay with a coach that doesn't play?
Because he's got something to prove. To who? To that coaching staff, man. I mean, the same group of guys who spent the last 4 years telling him, you're not good enough. He's got to prove it to those guys.
I gotta take this.
All right, gentlemen. Like Coach and I always say, second you step off this bus, you're on a business trip. We got a lot of work to do, so let's get to it. you ask me, you're the guy to get it done.
Hey, JoJo.
Lose weight. I did.
Yes.
Glad you noticed. Hey, boy.
Game day, baby, game day.
Get in there. Whoa, 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 whoa. The event staff is around the corner, you see. Hey, babe, go on in there. This is for players and coaches only.
I'm here to play Clemson.
What?
The Tigers, yeah.
You? Okay. What's your name?
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah.
Excuse me. You're the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Don't look so surprised. It's my job to know the roster. I'm Taylor Bennett. I'm working the sidelines tonight.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet you.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna record them.
Okay.
All right. So we all know your situation tonight, but we really don't know much about you as a quarterback. How would you describe your style of play?
Oh, well, oh man.
Hey, what's up, man?
I like to get the ball out quick. Get in my receiver's hands and let them do the rest.
Okay. Now, how about your personality? Or better yet, how would your teammates describe you?
How my teammates describe me.
Yeah, were you intense? You were cutthroat, a great leader, a jokester? Give me something.
You know what? I'm kind of a film junkie. I like to lead by example in that way, so people would joke that I was like a mini-me of the coach.
Okay.
Yo, Taylor. Hey, can I borrow him for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Wait, hold up. You're a Heisman voter, right? Hey, I'm coming for that award next year. Look out for me.
Oh, I will.
Okay. All right, listen. You ready, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah? Because winning the national championship means everything to me. All right, I made a promise to my brother. And since I can't throw the ball to myself, we need to be on the same page, you feel me?
I got you, man. Got you.
All right.
Ready. Ready, ready! Ready, ready! Get it! Stand up. Stand ready. 60 oars. 5. Let's go. 50. Plant. down. 18 Gator. Say go. Go now. 30 base. Say hut. Ready up. Hit it. Come on, set. 70, Indy. Up, go. Ready? Leaf River, Leaf River. Here we go. 8, ready, ready. Here we go, set, get it. Set, 90, Wolf. Fire.
Easiest pitch and catch. And you do that tonight, and we move on.
All right, I just talked to Coach. He insists on going with a simplified game plan for you tonight.
What do you think?
Well, his thinking is we keep it simple, you don't get overwhelmed, and then we rely on the defense to do their part.
Wait, hold on. This is a joke?
All right, look, Coach just wants to put him in the best position to succeed.
No, this ain't high school ball, man. All right, this is the semifinals. If we go out there and simplify, they're going to destroy us. Come on, this is crazy, right? Right?
Agreed. Coach needs to wake up. I'm ready for this.
Man, forget about him, man.
Listen, I don't care how much you played, you're a leader on this team. Leaders, sometimes they have to do what's right, even if they don't like it.
Got it, Coach. I got you.
Yeah?
Outside, a surprise snowstorm in North Texas with temps in the 20s, but that has not dampened the spirits of the folks inside of AT&T Stadium here in Arlington as we get set for the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups. As we'll see the Clemson Tigers taking on another set of Tigers, this one from LSU.
What's up, bro? Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Hey, man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on a show.
Thanks. He's alive.
All right, man. Hit me up when you get to the league.
Yeah.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. 1st and 10 now for Clemson. Going to hand to Jewell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, Jewell. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Clemson, of course, back in the college football playoff for the 4th consecutive year. Champions in the 2006.
Ready? 18 Gator. General West, 2.
They will let him throw here on the very first play. This one complete to Streets. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down.
Hey, let's go. Get set.
Back to throw. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. 15 yards through the air and a first down. When prepping for this semifinal matchup, we went back and saw all the tape on Isaiah Streets throughout the year. And no matter who you talk with around the game, they say Isaiah Streets, what's so impressive, his route running ability. So much discipline, so much precision on the cuts. Not only that, and that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. Isaiah Streets, 50 yards as his...